玩。看起来很累的脸。恋慕湿度有玩这个吗？有玩霍格华兹吗？
It is good to see you, my friend.
上次解到。他叫我来小村庄找这个同学，娜娜是不是？还是奈奈？你还要考虑。他最近有一个那个挂Twitch可以领调宝的活动，你可以先领着，如果之后有玩的话，就可以拿到那些衣服。
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
他们为什么到处找我？我不能说，抱歉。
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Soraya stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland.
没看过哈利波特，所以先观望。7集都没看过，我小时候也没有印象，是前2年还跟妹妹一起全部重看。我觉得他电影的话，可能是因为时长的关系，有一些地方演不到，然后就会变成有些剧情有一点迷，看不是太懂，有几小段啦。
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't
小时候有看过一部小说，但也忘得差不多了。我觉得很可惜的是，我小时候没看过《哈利波特》的小说。现在叫我回去看小说，我有点看不下去，字好多。
I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely
眼观
what
四面，
Harlow is
耳
up
听
to.
八方。
I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
好，谢谢娜娜。
Be on your guard.
娜娜人真好，她叫我小心。谁在说话？
What's going on here?
那边。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
对面在说话。等一下，先看这个。这是什么？哦，上次有玩过。这里面好像有很多东西哦。 直接把它撞坏，好可爱哦，羊妹妹，像奶茶一样坐下。阿咪，那里怎么亮亮的？炉子亮亮的。
I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now,
Revelio,
why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
你在说话？这边的人吗？你们在说话？月果早安，有没有吃饭呢？这里锁定。穷爱有没有玩这个？
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly.
阿
I've
恩，
just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares.
我刚刚叫你
Nothing
干
to
嘛？
sell now. Oh, I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
哦，
Ramrock
当
and
那
his
个
loyalists will
娜
spare
娜
no one.
找我来的这个地方，
Ramrock has no
后面有
patience
养
for
羊妹妹，
goblins who
她
won't
坐下
join
的
him.
时候跟奶茶好
I
像。
too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals.
可以
Bloodshed is
连
not
线吗？
the
目
answer.
前不行，
When I said as much,
不
they
知道
turned on
他
me.
有没有
Struck me
机
till
会
I nearly
变
passed out.
有连线的。
Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my
他
paintings.
现在是像巫师山那样
Has Renrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
自己玩。
Oh, they've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a
所以有
diplomatic
很
end
多
to the
的妖
discord
精
with
都不
wizard
想
kind.
发生冲突。
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any
听
of my
说已
work.
经在
They'll
设
be
计
tossed
8
aside
人
for
组
kindling.
队了，真的哦！
Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
要变成魔物了吗？
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think
啊，
they
龙
took
之
them to
谷
their
哦，
camp southwest of here, just past some
龙之谷
ruins.
好累哦。
Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
所以他要
It was
叫我
nice
帮他
meeting you.
找，
I wish it had been under better
不要难
circumstances.
过啦。我有想到再帮你找。
Revelio.
这是什么鱼耶？可以捡吗？不行。洗澡卡，运捡黄金，好啊，分我一点。阿咪生男要去捡黄金了。
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn. Revelio.
那两个人为什么红红的？获得鱼肉，想要鱼肉，他没有给我。
They must have come this way. Think.
黑巫师
Down.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to.
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip at your
这是盗
time.
宝团吧？
Oi, speak of the
戴口
devil.
罩。
Mr. Rookwood.
啊，我怎么直接走出来？可恶！
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefied.
Allow me to put you.
等一下，等一下，换一下招式。
This is a fast way to get yourself killed. Do you know that? Oh. Whoa.
啊，那是什么？
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
讨债人。实战指南的收藏部分已更新一条新的敌人类型，你可以查询有关敌人的宝贵建议，例如他们对某些咒语的弱点。
You know where to. Mr. Tiger, we can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this. You can go for my dead body.
啊，没打到。
Little brat.
Lumos.
Clumsy little Stop this.
Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
What have you done? It's so embarrassing. You'll see around soon enough. That one hurt.
Who's this you? I know your kind. You weaken quickly.
他躺下了，打超烂。
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
对啊，
Revelio.
离得那么近，那么嚣张，你的宝箱为什么不能开？你等我一下。NPC 等我一下。
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why
我刚刚打超烂，他跟我说多亏了你。
to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies, they seemed quite keen on you.
多亏了你的防御魔法，我才幸
Thank
免
you。for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were
他们
students
是可以
at
同性
Hogwarts.
结婚的。
Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley.
阿咪，
She's a traveling vendor. Here's
他们
what's
可以
going
同
on in
性
the
结
Highlands
婚。
before I do.
巫师们，
You're a researcher.
好像可以耶。
Treadwell at your
这个
service.
阿姨跟我说她
Historian
老
and
婆
archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
宵夜今天不玩吗？他
These
今天玩
vine-covered
霍格华
pillars,
兹。
dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe
祈
he
愿问的。
created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was
我也
so
觉得
rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's
跑步
writing
还
has
不
a
错。
symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if?
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Revelio. This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now,
明明才5个，
notice
他
the
跟我说
lines
很
on
多个，
these
尽量
pillars
拿。
here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about
Revelio.
Trials.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
不能烧这个人。哎，
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
要在限时时间内把它烧完。
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
我的机器人都偷懒了。然后做成这个东西以后呢，我的机器人现在只剩下 MOO 会讲话了。S1 跟奶爸都偷懒。哇，是粉红色哎，粉红色的饼干。怎么办？现在只有粉红色这只，我觉得还蛮好看的。
Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
太好了，我的机器人又多了一个祈愿。
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
对啊，机器人都不工作，坏掉了。这是什么？这可以打吗？气球。看起来不行。有鸟被吓到了。祈愿要洗澡好哦，洗澡加油。 加油，会洗不干净，真的还哦。好，对耶，加油。只好加水了。有牛哎！机器人出不来，应该是搅错了。哎、真的没出来哦。真的耶！S1机器人嘞，我去看一下。就是我们打关键字，它都没出来。哎、它出来了耶。他突然慢半拍，我们打了打了3、4个关键字，他只出来一个，好吧？他可能今天累了，蛮好笑的。欸，不是这样吗？嗯，这些东西要怎么弄 ？S1好像在维修，是哦，它坏掉了啊！我要先撒那个奇怪的东西。那个他刚跟我说要撒那个草，可是我不知道怎么撒那个草欸。不是站到中间就可以撒了吗？哦，要站到这里，站错地方了。啊！查克拉练习，笑死！其实那个对啊，蛮像的啦。欸，我再来要做什么？他刚刚有教啊，那个他刚刚没有教啊。再来要做什么？那个商人，他说就是梅林的那个试炼啊。我把球都放进去以后呢？刚刚撒了那个草， 拔了草，然后丢了球，然后中间这个为什么没有变成柱子？哦，那边还有一个。
Merlin himself would be proud.
Revelio.
迷宫。很少有女巫或巫师能够正确地追查出苏格兰当地迷宫创造者的身份。太长了吧！这样的能力虽然惊人，但也激怒那些不懂得包容多元的家人。后来，年轻的尤农受到霍格华兹的邀请，被分类到赫夫帕夫学院。先早安。非自愿受害者。
Lumos. Incendio.
再来要做什么？我想一下。亮亮的。哦，哇哦！沿着墙壁走。嗯。应该不会有怪兽吧，阿咪？那个迷宫应该不会有怪兽吧？梅林迷宫。就是你有去小村庄吗？另外一个在下面。真的哦？那你图书馆要找好，它有宝箱。 这里面有东西哦，宝箱。还要吃面罩。有一只牛朝我走过来，穿过宝箱了。好歌剧魅影的面具，看起来是陶瓷的哦。然后回禁书区。大家好认真在读书哦。好超远欸。上次玩有宝箱忘记拿了。陆大早安，这里哦，那宝箱里面的东西是随机的。瑞特看到祝贺就来了，原来不是因为想我才来的。啊！ 太霸气了，好伤心哦。喝水好哦，谢谢陆大。哇，它里面有些宝箱要眼睛很尖欸。
大马花，
战赢。明天早上说体感会到4度，真的假的？你可以睡到中午吗？一峰早安，对啊，今天就好冷。欸，这可以推欸，那下面那个嘞？本来想去泡温泉，你最近在休息哦？
What are you up to now?
欸，中午到现在都没休，中午到现在 很久了耶。为什么只穿一件薄长袖？
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lucky 早安，家里也太暖了。Revelio. Revelio. 棉被问题，早上没力气，被它压得死死的。你是不是棉被该晒了？
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First,
保护好耳朵。
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
闹钟提早2个小时叫，这样可以赖比较久。不是啊，闹钟就是要叫你起床的啊。
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm
真
very
好用。
sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
你先去
Now for our next task,
去什么
we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Revelio.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Revelio.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea. I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
先去洗手台。
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio.
我的好朋友。
Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
要种什么？
Let's see how to. Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
就这么简单。
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your destiny will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
跟我讲话，还那边晃来晃去。
Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
而且他话还没出，哎呀，吓死我了！他在我后面。
Thinks he's really good, but you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Hufflepuffs too. At least you did.
这一段如果我是史莱哲林，他会说什么？
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
按住。 祈愿欢回。所以我要怎么？我怎么丢那个
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that.
装备，然后怎么丢啊？
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
比15分钟算短吗？
Of course, you're
应
not
该
something trifled with.
算正常时
I
间
see，that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them if you're keen.
是吗，阿咪？
Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you
看
back
有
in
没有
class.
洗干净。只要洗澡没有加油，应该都洗得干净。
A garden requires patience as much as water and sunlight.那刚刚地上那个我捡不回来了。这个也可以耶。为什么它一堆门都锁起来啊？
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
因为前面区域以后再来探索。海毛。
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
我可以有像老师一样的辫子头发吗？
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
那什么时候会好？你好了没？ 教授很正，他是药草学教授，可以跟他聊植物话题，刷好感。 兔兔进化了，长怎样？他是自己帮我又在种吗？
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Revelio.
手相模型。成员可以去开啦。
Revelio. 've travel broadens the mind.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Revelio. Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
软地球仪很好玩。备忘录，说我真的突然吗？哎呦！
Revelio.
就1块钱。现在有多少钱？啊！我不小心把它丢出去了。好吧，捡不回来了。钱可以拿来做什么？买东西，很多食物啊什么的，不是食谱啦，那个制作材料，做药水之类的。 5328。没有东西。 上课，他们为什么都出去了？还没上课哎。5000算有钱吗？应该不算。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
配方就已经1-2000块了。
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw.
为什么他看起来好像喝醉酒，然后又跛脚？
You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
对啊，插班生没有奖学金，只好到处捡钱。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippins.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of the Goblin Rebellion.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity.
Weasley.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
老师，有人叫我偷拿你的材料。
The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Professor, what should I be doing again?
You should have collected the ingredients from my office and begun brewing a potion at your cauldron. Finish your potion and then return to me. Your potion will not be
阿咪，我刚不是说 S1 机器人坏掉？对。
Has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Again. Oh, no! Dragon Dog, what happened?
Well done, Gareth.
他做失败了。
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
What?
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face. It was rather brilliant, though. I'd better clean up. You should finish brewing your potion if you haven't already.
被他害到了。
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today in your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
In our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
My robes are I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. A pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
对啊，绕了一圈。这好像就是他们那个学院的风格。等一下哦。好好笑哦！机器人现在都讲2次哎。阿明。
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more
好像有没有早完？
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747,
手
to be
续
precise.
善良派。
The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Where did you want me to go?
To Upper Hogsfield to see my great niece, Helen Thistlewood. She may know more about those missing pages, remember?
I I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think.
嗯，哇，这么远。对呀，刚刚居居是说他还在修理啊。这个有没有自己的家？哦，应该之后会有，只是不知道剧情到什么时候才会有哈。好，做饭。
Far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these
Novelty
socks.
socks at that price can't be passed up. Be thankful you have socks.
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like this.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Father, why is he dancing?
See? And you said the charms come out in the wash.
I've never known someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Has he been cursed?
Oh, please, can't we take these socks back to Mr. Hill and get me some
when
normal
you pay
ones?
for your own socks, then you get to choose. Until then, you'll learn to be thrifty and behave. You're starting to cause a scene.
蛇妖养殖场。
Daily profit. All the latest wizarding news right here.
Revelio.
You might as well watch if you
Hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Hello.
Oh, come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium.
他为什么可以画口红？
They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in?
哦，那个理发店可以换的不只是头发，它还可以换雀斑跟痣那个面容，还有眼睛颜色跟眉毛颜色。其实我是要进来卖东西的，结果这里不能卖。
You can stop by anytime.
Revelio.
Let's go once. Look like an inferior.
Those of us who were raised properly can pick up after our strength. Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Oh, come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop. Whenever you're about. Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to...
谢谢小姚的喝水，阿咪喝水。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
House elves are wizardkind's best friend.
I could use some gold. Good thing the minister.
Revelio.
Can't trust the young.
哎呦！ 卡里没钱了，先吃饱。火灰蛇蛋，哇，他给我一堆装备，我等一下又要跑回去卖。那张是订会员专用的卡，还有这种卡。在路灯前面，好近啊！对啊，有时候就会突然眼睛没看到，然后找超久。那个到底是蝴蝶还是蛾？你觉得是蛾啊？因为它会被光吸引嘛。是厕所吗？这不是厕所，里面没有马桶啊。这里怎么了？他死掉了呢。可以把它修好吗？看来不行。这里有超多羊。
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim.
An omen of death. I'm not safe. But if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe? Careful? Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me for...
Revelio. Still in the market for an invisibility potion?
You've changed your mind?
I'm afraid I'm all out of invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially careful.
Safe?
超多杨梅。
Yes, that makes sense. And you're sure you don't... No. Very well. Hopefully the Grim, or whatever it has foretold, doesn't get me first.
Revelio.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards the dark arts. It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Thought you had me there.
Almost.
Stop spinning around like a bellywig.
Incendio. Potato.
A puff scheme could deal a bigger blow. Afraid to take a hit, are you?
Leviosa. These around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio.
兔子被抓起来了。兔子。
Revelio.
Đó rồi.
Revelio.
钓鱼竿可以钓鱼吗？
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
泥怪出没。
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
这个小地方看起来真不错，看起来一堆任务要解。
I could use some gold. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
给他10块，好贵哦。喝水，谢谢启顿。 更多的船点，更多的宝箱。啊，这么小一间小房子，有2个门。 那门在哪？在这里。
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
要快点回信哟！回了没呀？ 桌上放了3块钱，被我拿走了。对，3块钱我也要拿。上个客人没付钱。
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black.
jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how
他
I
舅
can
公
help.
来了，
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said
他舅
Jackdaw
公在
promised her
墙上
adventure
的画，
following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
为了要去阿兹卡班，我什么都愿意做。如果能救他，我愿意跟你一起去。我有点不想去。你觉得这3个？好想去参观看看阿兹卡班啊！
I've always wanted to see Azkaban. Count me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some.
我是那个观光客，我跟他说，我一直很想去阿兹卡班，我愿意跟你去。然后他就说，阿兹卡班对某些人来说确实有一股独特的魅力，但这样并不太好。
Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
他们这里死掉的巫师跟女巫，最后都会变成鬼魂在附近游荡的，是吗？
I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
啊，现在就要去哦！我还没准备好哎，他没有问我准备好了没有。我包包里面一堆东西都，哦，包包里面一堆东西都没卖哦。阿婆啊，追狂魔。 请问吉吉护法现身有没有腊肠狗？没想到腊肠狗。
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
哎，在这里面真的没有办法做其他事哎，我连按钮，其他按钮都不能按，只能走路而已。可恶，我以为我是旅行者。
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
他还会跟我说话。DHEN 早安，要怎么称呼你啊？
Teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
这里的人是逃狱了吗？啊，不是，因为它有一个门是开的，然后上面还漏水，怕爆。你不跟我说话吗？
You're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Someone come to feed me! Is someone near?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages.
会怕我一进去门就关起来。
Knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in upper Hogwarts.
他会不会突然转头啊？怕。
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, no, you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Ah. 我还有一间房间没看，又被传出去了。
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get.
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
苏嘎沙头怎么了吗？
lives here.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This looks intriguing.
Loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
Don't be stingy.
Revelio.
随便拿人家的杯子起来喝。
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Revelio.
在干嘛？刮胡子。先去上个厕所。 美丽早安，猫尾巴早安，欢迎欢迎。刚刚跑去上厕所。你爸有玩这个吗？啊哈哈哈！摔到1楼了耶，没死哎。太可怕！南瓜汽水有收到入学通知，不过还没去报到。没关系，大学也还没，有些学校也还没开学，我们可以再延后一点。哈哈哈哈！完蛋了，我真的要摔死了。刚刚那里是怎样？哇，这里是放一堆酒桶的地方，怎么可以这样？不敢太快去报道，怕把学校炸了。不会啦，他们已经对啊，已经有好几个学校被炸掉了。反正他们有复修。这里过不去，好吧，下楼。没有我才没有炸学校嘞！我是和平主义者。MOO 早安。以后时间差不多就要做这件事。啊，我不是在自言自语啦，我是在跟妹妹聊天啦。只是你们听不到妹妹的声音，但是妹妹不是幻想的，不是啦。
Hogsfield is being terrorized by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
这里我来过了。 好像绕完了。然后他叫我去哪里？尾巴跟你说嗨。又过了半小时，怎么了？半小时后要做什么？我按错了，不是。是不是应该把任务结？
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumor is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic.
要叶文就是我妹妹。
Some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't.
好啊，帮你找
I
人。
can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace. What can be done?
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods.
我们身为霍格华兹的学生都不用回去睡觉。
And ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day
就跟旅行者一样，
When a group of
永远不用睡觉。
appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, Bardolph refused. In their anger, they hurled him against a rock and robbed him. The moment he left St. Mungo's, he vowed revenge. I worry he may be dabbling in magic that he will one day regret.
SE 机器人在干嘛？
You said Ranrock's loyalists have set up camp here. Where precisely?
To the south, across the river. Last I heard, there were several loyalists in each camp. I won't go near them.
蛮可爱的啦。
Leave the area for now.
Upper Hogsfield is my home.
啊，你怎么看得到聊天室？
No, we are
哦，
standing
真的哦，
firm.
那你要记得充电。
Once my brother returns,
Then we shall decide what to do next. He's gone to seek Victor Rookwood's advice. I didn't approve of that idea, but perhaps in the end
这样
it
怎
will
么
help.
讲阿咪的坏话？
I am unfortunately quite familiar
本来
with
就
animals
不
and
行，
lists.
好吧。
Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury. Or
对
worse.
啦，
Please be cautious.
他们也太过分了吧，离间我们两个的感情。
Madam Beaumont, might I speak with you?
Yes. What about?
讲完送600，我就是要抓出那些人。
Dear Dorothy, she'd go looking for Bardolph herself if she could.
She mentioned dark magic and even the Ashwinders.
Despite my repeated warnings, Bardolph's been experimenting with dark magic near the edge of the forest. I thought perhaps he'd get it
不
out
是
of
啦，
his
我是说
system
他
and
们
it would
讲坏
gradually
话，
stop.
不是我啦。
But then one day, he didn't come home.
当然不是我啊，我怎么会讲你坏话？
Could Bardolph have run off?
No.
你哪有坏话可以讲？
He did speak of going to talk with Victor Rookwood. That worries me almost more than
转
his
移话
attempts
题
at。mastering dark magic. Rookwood is as dangerous as Ranrock, in my opinion.
Is there anything your brother took with him that might help to track him down?
Only his satchel, journal, and a woolen jumper I knitted for him. That's all I can recall.
I'll let you know if I see or hear anything about him.
Thank you. How kind. I'd be so grateful to learn where he is. I know in my heart he's out there. Do be careful.
终于可以看他卖什么了。前面跟我讲一堆支线的东西。
Where are you? I'll not give up hope.
啊
Marvelous. I could always use more of these.
忘记先看谁可以穿。
Thank you for passing through.
不一样的围巾，好棒哦！喜欢这个。到底是裙子还是裤子？还是它是裤裙？还是它只是粘到身上？ 阿咪，你看。MOO， 拜拜，上班加油。
Has the situation with Ranrock's loyalists improved?
I'm afraid not. I fear my brother is only one of many
可恶，要跟他卖东西，还要听他讲完前面支线的东西啊？什么？没有？
What are you looking for exactly?
没有了。
Thank you for passing through.
Revelia.
我就学那几招，那么小的魔法，就到处乱跑没有要回学校学东西的意思。 哎，好难瞄。
Revelia.